In the year 1900, a storm rolled over Galveston Island, and it destroyed the island. It killed 5,000 people, maybe 8,000 people, maybe more. As a matter of fact, the 1900 storm is to this day the most deadly natural event to occur in United States history. There were obviously a lot of tragic stories that came out of that event, but there was one that caught my attention in particular. There was a group of nuns that came out of France in the late 1800s to Texas, and they established a hospital on Galveston Island called St. Mary's. Yellow fever had been a real problem and just had devastated the population, and they ended up with a bunch of orphans. So they then set up an orphanage right next to the hospital. Unfortunately, yellow fever continued to be a problem, so they decided to move the orphanage out to the west end of the city. For those of you familiar with Galveston, from what I understand, somewhere around 69th Street and Seawall was about where it was. The storm rolled in on a Saturday, and the sisters called all the children into the girls' dormitory because the girls' dormitory was stronger and newer. And the children were obviously frightened. The sisters were frightened. And they began to sing a song. It was a hymn called Queen of the Waves. And at the end of my song, I'm going to sing a little bit of Queen of the Waves. It was a French hymn that was sung by sailors in times of stress on the open seas, but they sang it in English for the children. The storm grew worse through the evening, and then they went upstairs as the waters rose, and they sang the song again, Queen of the Waves. The children were obviously frightened, and they huddled the children to themselves, and they promised the children that they wouldn't let them go. And to help demonstrate that, they took clothesline rope, and they tied the children to themselves. Sometime during the night, the building gave way. All of the sisters died, and 90 young children drowned. There were 3 older boys, 12, 13 years old, that managed to climb into a tree and survive, but all the rest died. The sisters had made good on their promise to hold the children, as was evidenced by the fact that the body of one of the sisters was found on the mainland across West Bay several days later, and she still had 2 of the children with her. The Sisters of Charity of the Incarnate Word are still around. They are actually headquartered in Houston now. They have missions in Guatemala and El Salvador, Africa, and Ireland. And to this day, on September the 8th, each year, they sing Queen of the Waves in memory of the sisters and the children and all the others who lost their lives in the 1900 storm. So this song that I have written is my tribute to them. This song is written from the point of view of one of the children. It's written from the point of view of one of the little boys that did not survive the storm. This is called Stickhorse. It was Saturday, the wind was howling, the surf was high and the waves were crashing. The sisters said we had to come inside. We ate some lunch, we washed our faces. The sisters told us to clean our spaces, so I pulled the things from underneath my bed. Then you know I found my Stickhorse. He was waiting there for me. I picked him up and I rode him wild and free. But you know he's just a Stickhorse, he can't swim. I've got to hold on to him so sister can hold on to me. They pulled us in the dawn together. We sang the Queen of Waves and held each other. And sister said she never would let go. We went upstairs and we sang once more. The words were sweet, but the winds did roar. And then I couldn't catch my breath no more. Then you know I found my Stickhorse. He was waiting there for me. I picked him up and I rode him wild and free. But you know he's just a Stickhorse, he can't swim. I've got to hold on to him so sister can hold on to me. I rode my Stickhorse and he pulled me free. It was me and sister, she held on to me. We busted through the roof into the sky. And now I ride up and down the beaches, and in the waves I still hear the voices of the sisters singing Queen of Waves for me. Queen of the waves, look forth across the ocean, from north to south, from east to stormy west. See how the waters with tumultuous motion rise up and fall without a pause or rest. Then joyful hearts will kneel upon the altar, and grateful songs will echo down the nave. Never our faith in thy sweet power will falter, Mother of God and Our Lady of the Way. Thank you.